All right, I'm going to give you some bad news about sales. And part of the bad news is that to truly excel and become an expert, it takes work. Okay. And of course you think, oh yeah, it's a numbers game and I got to get out there and I got to hustle and do all the things to try to become successful. But what I'm talking about is it takes reps. Okay. It takes reps. It takes reps at practicing the things that you're weak at and improving on them. For me, like when I first started out, like I was always really good at like the meet and greet and the making friends and the building relationships and all that kind of stuff. And the thing that I hated the most was I hated asking people for the sale. Well, when you're in sales, that's a pretty tough problem. So I like to make friends, but I didn't like to close, right? So um, what did I do about it, right? What did I do about it? Well, I thought, okay, well, I knew I was uncomfortable. What am I going to do? So what I did is for a long period of time, every engagement I had with a customer, I asked them for something. I asked them for something measurable that I didn't want to ask them to do, and I did it over and over and over and over again. And you know what happened? Kind of like, like when you lift weights and you get calluses on your hands. I got callous to closing. So I had something that I was like extremely uncomfortable in like doing. And then over time, like closing became like such a not a big deal for me that it was no longer a thing, right? I mean, I actually enjoyed it, and I would kind of like think, oh, well, they expect when they see a salesperson and you're building value and you're telling them something. I kind of like had it in my mind that they expected me to ask them for whatever that next step may be, right? And so, that's like an example of, sales takes works, it takes practice, it takes reps. Just like anything, to get good at anything, it takes reps. So, that's one of the things I can't teach you on here, but I can teach you that, no matter where you're at in your journey, which I think there's going to be a heck of a lot of people that are going to be on this journey, there's hope and there's things that you can do to improve and get better and try to take yourself to that next level.